So right now we've had a little bit of a detour. We're sort of stranded in Longlac, uh, Ontario, because we had basically our car died and had to call CAA, and two guys were nice enough to find our vehicle and help us find a hotel, which is really nice of them. So just goes to show this sort of how awesome people in Northern Ontario are. And the car, thank God for CAA. Although CAA, could not find a vehicle, and then OK Tire, which had a CAA truck, was able to basically bring the car down. And it seems like it's a potential toss-up as to whether it's going to be a timing belt or it's going to being an alternator. In either case, it probably, hopefully, it won't be more than a $400 or $500 repair. We were on a budget for this, so it's not great, but it is what it is. So yeah, basically we were driving along from Ottawa and we heard click, 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 and I guess we just hadn't put enough oil in the engine, even though we had the oil replaced before we left. We had the oil completely replaced before we left, oil change and everything, and I'd had my mechanic take a look at the car from stem to stern 3 weeks prior, and and then we were driving along. I probably should have put some oil in on the way leaving Ottawa, and then around and then en route to Thunder Bay, started to hear click, 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 and then the steering went, and the car was starting to shut off. So shut the car off, let it cool, turned it back on, still was going click, click, click. We were able to drive it, so at least the steering is okay. But the car just basically didn't want to seize up the engine, so I had to basically get it towed to Longlac. So crashed in Longlac for the evening, and we'll find out what ends up happening tomorrow. But it just goes to show, at the very least, it could have been a lot worse. CAA was basically going to leave us stranded. They tried a couple of places and that. So, and the other nice thing about being in Longlac is, at the very least, the mechanic is across the street. So hopefully, hopefully it won't be a bill that's outside of our budget. But the guy that towed the vehicle from CAA for OK Tire thinks it might be an alternator. Um, so at least that's a relatively standard part. And even if the serpentine belt goes, it might be another $50. But we'll know tomorrow. So pretty shitty day, all things considered. But it also could have been a lot worse. A lot worse.